Detectives from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations (DCI) have landed at City Hall on thorough leads to uncover loss of hundreds of millions paid to companies that never supplied any goods or services. Through a letter dated July 21st, 2023, Director of Criminal Investigations DCI Mohammed Amin, through the Head of Investigations Bureau at the DCI headquarters David Birach, wrote to Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja demanding a list of tender documents, requisitions by user department, award contracts, delivery and inspection reports, and all local purchase orders issued to profiled 9 companies believed to have been used to siphon the money. According to the DCI, the 9 listed firms are believed to have been used in suspected money laundering scheme and fraudulent payments for services not rendered. A task letter from the DCI addressed to the Nairobi County Secretary reads in part, "This office is investigating a case of suspected money laundering in which Nairobi County government is alleged to have fraudulently made payments to companies which did not render services. It is said to be a well-weaved deal in which sector heads in Nairobi County government connive with procurement officers, contractors, and the county treasury officials to siphon hundreds of millions from the public coffers." The letter from the DCI was received at the office of the county secretary on July 24th, 2023. The 9 companies include Larsen Investment Company, Burasha General Suppliers Limited, Twim Limited, and Future Link Limited. Others are Cloud Mobile Technologies Limited, AR Pharmaceuticals Limited, Instable Investment Limited, Remcon Engineering Limited, and Bridget West Limited. The DCI's probe into the mega scam at the City Hall comes a month after Controller of Budget COB Margaret Nyakango declined to approve 1.5 billion shilling expenditure requisitions they made to pay legal fees and development expenditure made without proper providing supportive documents. The Nairobi County government leadership had planned to effect payments amounting to 2 billion shillings to controversially selected 19 law firms as pending bills without proper documentation. Further, City Hall honchos made an additional clearance request of 379 million shillings categorized as development expenditure of building and construction supplies claimed to be air supply. A correspondence by the COB addressed to Sakaja through the Finance and Economic Planning County Executive Committee member Charles Karich reads in part, "The schedule of 19 firms to be paid does not include the invoices dates. Therefore, it is difficult to ascertain whether they are pending bills or related to works done and invoiced in the current financial year. Please, therefore, revise the schedule to include the date of the invoices and attach copies of the payment vouchers for the 19 firms." Through a letter dated June 27, 2023, reference COB/NBI/001/17111, Nyakango notes that the Nairobi County government did not provide the pending bills payment plan that would enable the matching of individual payees to the requisitions. The COB adds in part, "Further, it is difficult to match the proposed payments with the pending bills report earlier presented to this office." Sakaja's administration made the twin requisitions by letters referenced as reference NRB/FIN/1/2824/2023 dated June 19, 2023, amounting to 562,124,660 shillings, and reference NRB/FIN/1/2825/2023 dated June 19, 2023, amounting to 509,152,645 shillings. Nyakango instructed County Treasury to provide the basis for the legal fees, status of each court case, including copies of judgment where applicable. Also, the COB's office demanded a clear breakdown detailing the criteria used in the selection of the seed payments, the recommended first-in, first-out method used in identifying the bills, and information on whether the proposed payment is a partial payment or a final payment to the legal firms. The now abortive controversial payout had been blocked through a lawsuit filed by lawyer Clinton Mwale against the Nairobi County government as first respondent, Nairobi Governor Sakaja as second respondent, and Law Society of Kenya as an interested party. Today, High Court Judge Justice L.N. Mugambi has issued directing all the defendants be served in 7 days. The order reads in part, I have read the application dated June 20th, 2023, together with the certificate of urgency, and do hereby direct that I decline all the expert orders sought. The application be served within 7 days. Mwale filed the lawsuit under the certificate of urgency through Mwale and Beita advocates. The planned controversial payment, according to court documents, is said to be made before the end of this financial year, which is just 8 days shy before it lapses. According to documents filed in court, Sakaja's administration owes various law firms more than 21 billion shillings as pending bills as of January 2023. While questioning the modality used to identify the law firms to be paid, the petitioner says that he has since learned that the National Treasury is in the process of disbursing money to offset pending bills to Nairobi County, and that a plot has been hatched to selectively pay a few law firms. Mwale claims the law firms were handpicked through discrimination, considering other firms numbering to 300 have equally provided legal services to the county. The documents filed in court says the applicant has since learned that National Treasury is in the process of disbursing some funds to the first respondent Nairobi County government for purposes of sorting pending bills, and the applicant has further learned that the first respondent has approved to pay around 2 billion shillings to less than 15 law firms. According to documents filed in court, the profiled law firms cited and profiled as among the set to be paid include Makala Theory and Company Advocates 60 million shillings, L.N. Nyoribo and Company 50 million shillings, Okach and Partners 70 million shillings, Okubasu Munene and Kazungu Advocates 30 million shillings, Gikunda Miriti and Company 67 million shillings, and Masiri and Mugusu 27.5 million shillings. Others run Munene and Company 34 million shillings, Ukeyo and Company Advocates 43.8 million shillings, Roba and Associates 51.8 million shillings, Umi Bashir and Company Advocates 32 million shillings, J.W. Washira Advocates 58 million shillings, Mumani and Associates 91 million shillings, Jamal Baki and Associates 47 million shillings, and Bespoke Insurance Brokers Limited 28 million shillings. Additionally, Osoro, Onyego and Manyara Advocates 30 million shillings, Swanya and Company Advocates 2.2 million shillings, Arati and Company 2.15 million shillings, KO Advocates 20 million shillings, Moronge Advocates 10 million shillings, and Agenda Company Advocates 5 million shillings. In March last year, the Nairobi County Assembly initiated probe into the controversial 595 million shilling legal fees paid to several law firms at City Hall. The inquiry by the Nairobi County Assembly Public Accounts Committee follows an audit query by the Auditor General into the county executive's legal fees expenditure. According to the audit report, the county government made large payments as legal fees to various firms that offered legal services to the county. However, the report said the county executive did not provide documents such as nature of disputes, approvals for procurement of professional service records, records of services rendered, and contract agreements for audit review. The law firms included Munika and Company Advocates, Ataka Kimuri and Okoth Advocates, Abdullahi and Company Advocates, Musyoki Mogaka and Company Advocates, Keo and Company Advocates, Kwanga Mboya and Company Advocates, and Magoro and Company Advocates. In concurrence with the Auditor General, the Assembly directed that no further legal fees payments should be until comprehensive audit is done.